What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bringing you guys a brand new video. We're going to be doing a 10-minute haircut tutorial, so stay tuned. We're going to be doing a ball fade with our detachable octanes. We're starting off by creating our first guideline with our 5/0 blade. This 5/0 blade is equivalent to the trimmer. Make sure you stretch the skin as much as possible with your opposite hand to give you more space. Now that we're done balding him out, we can move on to our shave stick and apply it to his skin. This is so he doesn't bump up when using the shaver. Now we're switching over to our babyless foil shavers to remove the stubble. You want to stay around 1 centimeter away from the guideline so you can blend it in. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Remember not to press too hard with the foil shaver because you could burn their skin. Now that we're done removing all the stubble, we can move on to our OA blade and create our second guideline. This is equivalent to our no guard all the way open. Now we're switching over to our 1A blade and we're going to debulk the top. This is equivalent to a 1 guard all the way open. Sometimes it's easier to remove the hair with your blow dryer instead of using your brush. Now that we're done debulking the top and setting in our first guideline, we can move on to our 3-op and attack that first guideline. You want to meet it around in the middle and flick out as much as possible, because the 3-op blends into the 08. Now we're switching over to the 1 guard, and we're gonna again meet in the middle and flick out as much as possible, blending into the 1/8. Now that the blend is there, we can switch over to our NST outliners and make his hairline as crispy as possible. We are going to keep it as natural as possible as well, because we don't want to cock him back. When using your trimmers, you want to make sure you go slow and make sure the hair feeds into the trimmer, because if not, then they won't line them up properly. Now we're creating his vertical bars, and we're making sure we don't push him back. Moving on to our Turkish razor and Derby premium blades, we're going to make them as crispy as possible. Before we use our razor, we're going to apply shave gel to the skin, and then also when you're using your razor, you want to stretch the skin as much as possible with your opposite hand and keep the razor at a 45-degree angle. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Also, if you leave a comment down below, I'm 100% gonna reply to it, so make sure you do. What's going on, guys? FadeitLuie here, bring guys a brand new video. We're gonna be doing a mid-fade on my boy, so stay tuned. We started off by saturating the hair and then combing everything in place, starting from the calic area down. Now that we're done laying down his hair, we can move on to our 3-guard all the way open and debulk the sides. Remember, you want to feed the hair into the clipper using a comb. Debulking the sides near the parietal ridge is going to help us build our silhouette. Now we're moving on to the 4-guard all the way open, and we're continuing to feed the hair into the clipper using our comb. Now that we're done with our 4-guard, we can move on to our clipper of a comb and continue to blend the sides into the top. Remember, when you're using clipper of a comb, you want to make sure the hair is slightly damp so it's easier to slide with the comb. Whenever my cutting blade is horizontal, I'm debulking, and whenever my cutting blade is going up vertically, it's blending. Moving on to the back, we're going to repeat the same process with the 3-guard and then the 4-guard all the way open. Now we're heading back to our clipper of a comb. We are near the calic area, so you want to make sure you take your time and you analyze the hair and make sure you cut it to a certain way where the calic area falls. I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you. Now that we're done creating our silhouette and base to blend into, we're going to go ahead and move on to our T outliners and create our first guideline. We're going to make sure we contour this guideline to its head shape so the fade could flow better. Always use your opposite hand to stretch the skin whenever it's needed. This will allow you to have more space. Now that we're done balding them out, we can move on to our no guard all the way open and create our second guideline. You want to make sure you make this guideline around 1 inch thick so you can spread the blend. Now that we're done setting in that guideline, we could use the lever midway and all the way close to help us erase that initial guideline. Now that we're done erasing our initial guideline, we can move on to the 1 guard all the way open and create our third guideline. Remember, we're using this same guard and the lever to soften up this line and get it ready for the half guard. Now that we're done using our one guard, we can move on to the half guard and erase the line completely. Now we're moving on to the 2 guard all the way open to create our 4th guideline. This is going to help us blend into our silhouette. Now we're moving on to the 3 guard all the way open and we're solidifying the silhouette into the top. Now that we're done with the sides, we can move on to the back and start off with our no guard all the way open. Now we're closing the lever midway and all the way close to help us erase that initial guideline. Now we're moving on to our 1 guard all the way open and we are near an occipital bone, so you want to make sure you blend this line out and take your time. Once we're done softening up this line with the 1 guard, we can move on to the half guard and erase the line completely. Now we're moving on to the 2 guard all the way open, creating our 4th guideline. We are sitting right on top of occipital bone, so we want to make sure we soften up this line very good before we move on to the 1.5 guard. I'm switching over to my 3 guard all the way open, and this is going to help us blend into the silhouette. Here we're doing some final details with the 1 guard, 2 guard, and half guard. Now we're moving on to our Anna's T outliners, and we're going to line up his C cups. I usually start off at the bottom and work my way to the top arch and go as slow as possible, making sure the hair feeds into the trimmer. Make sure not to press too hard with the trimmers because you could irritate the skin. Here I'm detailing with the 1 guard all the way open, making sure I get all the dark spots. Then I switched over to my 1.5 guard and made sure I removed all the dark spots near the occipital bone. Now that we're done with the sides and back, we can move on to the top and saturate the hair. The reason why we're saturating the hair as much as possible without it dripping all crazy is so we get the true length of the hair when I use my fingers and comb to lift it up. Now that the hair is nice and laid down, we can move on to our shears and create our first guideline near the top and the middle and work our way to the sides. Again, I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated. Also, if you leave a comment down below that you made it this far into the video, I'm 100% going to reply to it, so make sure you comment. here I'm connecting it to the sides and making sure I cut the bit.